Welcome to TV Free Baltimore's Books and Authors.
The book is called Encounter with the Aberdeen Wild Man, a True Story.
This is a true story?
Yes, I was born and raised here in Baltimore County, and this takes place about 15 miles east of here in White Marsh. These are my personal paranormal experiences growing up here in Baltimore County back in the 60s and 70s. And the Aberdeen Wild Man is actually a humanoid creature I encountered on the shores out here in the Chesapeake Bay outside the Gunpowder Falls State Park back in 1980. I encountered a creature that appeared human but was not human. When I actually met the Wild Man, I was 17. But I had had paranormal experiences leading up to that point and then after that. I was encouraged to start writing about it back in the early 2000s because that was the time when the paranormal began to explode again in the media. The Aberdeen Wild Man is the central character of the book because what I saw was what appeared to be a human. And you could have had me convinced he was a human right up until the point where I saw him make a vertical leap of more than 15 feet into the trees overhead and then proceed to run through the trees screaming and hollering like an ape. In all of nature, there's no creature capable of a 15-foot vertical leap. He had both elements of a physical body, but he also had a spiritual quality because I actually knew he was there before I turned around and saw him there. And you talk to any experienced hunter, you do not sense the bear, and you do not sense the deer or the elk or whatever. This thing I sensed, it had a human spiritual quality to it. And so he enables me to research aspects of the paranormal that are both physical and spiritual. And that covers a broad spectrum. It's actually an exhaustive investigation. I count my experiences, I list other people's experiences to kind of like have comparison's sake. I give a really brief history of how I got to this point, very brief, and then I start comparing them to the only thing in nature I'm aware of that has the like or same characteristics, and that's a Sasquatch. And so I examined more than 1,000 individual instances of encounters with Sasquatch in order to look for characteristics it had in common with this creature, and I found many. But you see, when you investigate Sasquatch or the cryptozoological field, you invariably have to start investigating the paranormal because in the paranormal you have entities sharing characteristics like and in common with the Sasquatch and other what's called crypto beasts. And then when you study the paranormal long enough and deep enough, you invariably have to start studying the extraterrestrial because you find characteristics like and in common in that field as well with the other two. One leads to another, to another, to another, and I'm chock full of facts. I do find many comparable stories to mine, yes I do. Locally, but also abroad in the country, but also around the world, because when I examined the Sasquatch, I was astonished to find how many countries have a beast similar to the Sasquatch, which I didn't know before. It's available on Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, you can order through any one of them.
You're watching Books and Authors on TV Free Baltimore.